ESB and Vodafone are preparing for the future of the internet by rolling out Ireland's first 100% fibre broadband network.
I'm now with Declan Brady from the Breffni Photo Club, a customer, a user of the broadband. We won't go into the technicalities of it, but tell us, what difference has it made to the members of your club having this high-speed broadband right to their door?
It's very convenient. For example, I'm vice chair of the group, and if anybody has any large files, rather than try to do it and say this dial-up or the slower versions of broadband that's available in general, I can take anything, any programs, any software or whatever, or photographs, PDFs, anything like that, and I usually upload and download them for them and then pass them on individually as it suits.
Now, we'll say speeds. When I say speeds, I mean how long is it taking you compared to what it used to?
Well, when you're doing photographs, some of the things you might do is it's a raw format. It's actually much bigger, 50 meg, say, for example, for an individual photograph. And rather than it taking maybe half an hour per image, you can get speeds of many of them done in a few minutes. It's a huge time saver. Yeah,
because people can kind of get their head around something I used to do in half an hour now takes a couple of minutes, as opposed to, well, I now have 1,000 gigabytes, whereas I used to have 10. That doesn't make as much of an impact to them when they realise, okay, you took a photograph that used to take half an hour and now only takes a matter of minutes. Now, does everybody in the club have it? Or what way does the fact that you can upload them, does then those who want to download, if they're not on this system, do they run into problems?
Yes, they would run into problems, because it's all right for me. I upload them. I'm the only one in the group that actually has it. My wife was the secretary for the club, but literally, if I want to share things, I can share it en masse via Google Drive or whatever else, films or anything else. As you say, anyone who wants to download it, it takes time. But the previous way it used to be anyone who was uploading, it usually only used to be a fraction of what the download speed was. Whereas with this, it's the same speed, both upload and download, and it makes a very big difference.
And can you see after the initial trial period, this is something you're going to stay with?
Hopefully, but again, as some of the questions that people were here today were asking, how much would it be? And within a certain remit, yes, I would definitely keep it in the future. But again, it all depends on pricing and what's available.
But assuming that it's so good that you can upload and download photographs, which I'm sure compared to other businesses that's fairly high volume stuff, I'm sure there are other businesses that it'd be incredibly faster.
Oh, absolutely. For a business now point of view, it would be absolutely invaluable, because anyone that's a high volume internet usage, it would pay for itself in very short make of time. For a private individual now, maybe it'd be much more of a price concern and how it's pitched, whether or not you can justify the cost of it. But for a business, completely invaluable. It's future-proof. As it is, we used to use dial-up.
You don't look that old. Let me say that here. You don't look that old.
Let's just say I'm in my 40s, but that's another story. But for I remember dial-up. You had to phone was tied up for hours for relatively small things. This is literally the jump that has gone from that compared to normal broadband. This is the jump again, and this is the way people are going. Your average phone in your hand, once upon a time, it was 1 meg. You were lucky. I remember installing my first computer. It was 1 meg. It was about the size of a large book to install that. Now we're talking gigabytes, terabytes, and it just keeps growing. And that's the way, as time goes on, that's the way people are looking, and size or against memory is the way things are going. You need more and more memory for your computer.
Well, Declan Brady of the Breffni Photo Club, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.